Hey everyone, Paul Johnson, Waconia, Minnesota, and the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different from what I've been doing in my other videos. Today I'm going to be tying a little panfish popper. So this was introduced to me by my good friend Scott Norby. So it's Scott's panfish popper. It's a very simple fly to tie, a very quick fly to tie, and it's very, very effective for panfish. So the hook is a Mustad size 10, 3366, just a basic streamer hook. The tail is yellow round rubber. The body is foam, and I've been using 3mm foam. You can use 2mm foam. I can't see it quite as well in the water, and it doesn't flow quite as well. The legs are round rubber, and then I have just a little bit of yellow dubbing, which is an optional thing for the body. So get the hook in here. For a thread, I'm going to be using uni thread in yellow and 6/0. Just get the thread started. Get about halfway down the hook shank. Clip off the excess. Now I've got a single round rubber, yellow round rubber. Just going to put that over my thread, trap it down, put that on top of the hook shank, and then with some tension, start tying that down and taking a little bit of care just to make sure it stays right on top of the hook shank. So that's pretty good there. Get to the back here, and what I'll do is probably just trim that off just a touch. Sorry about that, I bumped the camera again. All right, so the abdomen I mentioned is foam, 3mm foam. What I did is I took a beetle cutters, a size 12 beetle cutters from River Road Creations, stamped that out in the foam, and we're going to tie this little tongue in here, and we want to just a couple loose wraps, and then we'll pull tight, working our way forward, tying down that little bit of a tongue, if you will. Okay, now I'm going to just lift it up and make sure that I don't have any kind of a gap in the back, and I have just a touch of a gap back there, so I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that foam and pull that tight. So that looks pretty good there. Now this dubbing, as I mentioned, I just think it cleans it up a little bit. The fish certainly are not going to care. I tie this in yellow. I also tie it in chartreuse, white, all kinds of variations from that. The yellow is kind of my standard and would be my go-to fly. So the top doesn't matter because the foam's going to be covering that up. It just kind of covers up the bottom of the hook shank. Cleans it up just a little bit. So we'll get up here to the front. That looks pretty good. Now I'll just pull that foam forward. There's that little bit of a notch in there. Come in there, and again, a couple loose wraps, pull tight. I'm going to come underneath, a couple wraps, come back over the top, underneath. All right, so now I've got tying the legs. So do the same thing as I did on the tail. Drape it over my thread, and then I'll pull that right where I want it. A couple tight wraps of thread now. And I'll do the same on the other side. So I'll just twist my vise so it's standing on its side, and then I can put that leg right where I want it. Just keep those in position, okay? Now I'm come underneath, and I'm going to do a couple half hitches here. You could certainly whip finish that to get it in there, but the rubber legs sometimes get in the way, so this is just a little bit quicker. Okay, so that's it for the tying. I'm going to come in here and just clip this head off a little bit, make it a little bit shorter. And then I'll just pull these rubber legs down. You can see that, and just trim them off so that they're all the same length. And then just for fun, twist it here. We got to put some eyes so that the fly knows where it's going. And then if you want, you can take this Sharpie and just put some little markings on there as well. So there it is. Scott's Panfish Popper. Simple and very effective and really fun to fish. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.